Hi, friends. Today is Wednesday, October 27th, 2021, and you are here with Anthony and Andrew and another episode of Las Vegas Advisors Weekly Update. What's happening, Anthony?
The news this week, I guess, is the Palms.
Yeah.
Everybody's been asking when is the Palms going to open, and they've been really quiet. This is the new owners are San Manuel. Tribe of Mission Indians.
Right.
And, they're very popular in the San Diego area in California, but they haven't been in the Vegas market. And people forget that they don't have a Nevada gaming license.
Right.
So the holdup has been them waiting to get their license approved. And it looks like that's going to happen before the end of the year. And so people are speculating first quarter of 2022. I've got a little inside information on this. Somebody called me who got a call back to work for January.
Okay.
So, that doesn't always mean 100% that that's what's going to happen. But if you get a call back, most of the time that means that that's what they're targeting.
Right. And are there any of the old restaurants that are going to be coming back? Any talk about that?
Well, when they made the announcement, the only thing they said is that they are going to keep most of the food court.
Okay.
Or I should back up a little bit. They're going to keep the name. That's the first thing. It's going to still be called the Palms when it opens, but they're not discarding the chance that they change that name down the line. They said they're going to keep the food court. They said they're going to upgrade the sports book, and they said that they are going to get rid of the giant nightclub Chaos.
Okay.
And Chaos is really the thing that brought the place down. After Station bought it, and they paid all these DJs to come and work in the disco, whatever nightclub there. It just didn't work being off the strip as it is.
Well, it also seems like particular with the Palms, they put $600 million into it before they sold it. Is that correct?
Yeah, they really stumbled on this one. Station Casino, they kind of got out of their comfort zone with this. So it's going to be interesting. There was an interesting quote that came in the announcement. They said, paid parking is definitely not in the vision, which is focused on turning the property into a, quote, locals strip casino.
All right.
So, I think what that means is that it's going to be a local style casino. So they're going to have good deals and good values on the games, but it's going to be a little bit more upscale, which is what the Palms was originally meant to be.
That's terrific. All right. And just for people who also know, the Palms is also on the other side of the freeway. It's on the side of the Gold Coast and the Rio.
Right.
And
Gold Coast, Rio, and Palms.
Yeah.
All together. So you got a good trio of decent casinos there for, the locals crowd. But of those three, the Palms is, definitely the higher end one.
Yeah.
So they're going to try to keep that going.
Yeah. Also, CIRCUS food court is open. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Anthony? What's going on with the CIRCUS food court?
Well, opening of a food court isn't really big news.
Right.
But this one is interesting because it's built into part of the space that used to be the buffet. And with the opening of the food court, they've cut back the buffet hours to, the buffet days to weekends only. Okay. So the buffet does not run during the week now at CIRCUS.
Now, do you think this is going to be an ongoing theme in Vegas of food courts replacing buffets?
Unfortunately, I think yes. I think that's what this looks like right now. You take a look at what they're doing right there. You take a look at the announcement of the Palms. They didn't say anything about their buffet, which was one of the better ones in town. They only said the food court. Resorts World opened with a food court, an upscale food court, and no buffet. All of the information about Durango Station, which is coming on from Station, no buffet, but a food court. Yep. So, I think the reason is that it's just a safer and easier way for them to go.
Yeah.
The companies that rent out the space pay them, their fees. They don't have to worry about the hassle of a buffet. The middle market likes food courts. Not as much as buffets, but I think it's just a real easy out for them. Yeah,
because if you go to a food court, you're probably going to get a pretty good deal on your food. It's not like going to the steakhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you're in a place that's a little more upscale like resorts, you want to head to the food court pretty much.
It's an interesting point that you brought up because Virgin opened this year, Resorts opened this year, and CIRCA, and I don't think any of them have buffets.
Well, none of them are, it's not just because of the pandemic. These places were on the drawing board before, and none of them had buffets drawn up. Okay. So, we're really going in a different direction. I'm sorry for all you buffet lovers out there. We still got 11 of them in town, but,
yep.
I think it's going to be tough to reach 20. I really do.
All right, but we'll keep everybody posted as they come and go, as we always do. But now the real question that everybody wants to know. It's another week. Anthony, are you still in the Survivor? The Circus Survivor competition.
Yeah. Still, it was an easy one. Had the Patriots this week, so that was a walk in the park. That was an easy one. Did you look at the numbers?
Yep, there are 2,131 remaining in the competition, and that means there are about 100 eliminated.
Yeah, it's going very slowly because people are still, all of the favorites are winning. All the big favorites won last week. So not many were eliminated. The interesting story, there's always an interesting background story on these things. One player who had all 6 of his entries remaining bet them or placed them all on the Carolina Panthers.
Oh no.
Who are on the road and small favorites on the road and they lost outright. So that guy lost all 6. Also, here's one that's even worse. In the millions, which is the other contest they have at CIRCA. The leader, not the leader, but the guy in second, he had some amazing record, like 20-5. That's hard to do. So he was way out front, him and another guy. And he forgot to put in his picks last week.
Oh, no.
He simply spaced it.
Wow.
So he goes for an offer on that and basically takes himself out of the contest.
Yeah, that sounds like money burned.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. I've done it before. You've got to be very careful. You've got to set reminders for yourself. But I've never done it in contention like that. That's a tough one.
Yeah, especially you're a few weeks into it. You're doing better than everybody else. That's really disappointing.
Not for his competitors.
Yeah,
they love it.
His competitors loved it. And moving on to this week's jackpot of the week, we got an email that says, I learned how to play video poker 14 years ago, and that is my main play, but I do stray to the different quick hit type of games on occasion. Here are 2 hits that I got in May 2021 within 3 hours of each other. They were at different casinos. The slot hit at midnight at the Bellagio, and I moved back down the strip to the MGM Grand and hit the video poker hit. Needless to say, it was a great night, and I went home with 2 great checks in my purse.
Wow. Okay, so, most of us will never hit a $20,000 jackpot to begin with.
Yes.
A lot of us will never hit a $1,000 royal flush at all, yet this lady hit 2 in one night.
Right.
And playing 2 different games. And you know what? That's just variance.
Yeah.
That's the bell curve.
Yeah.
You see somebody way out to the right end of the bell curve. That's a person that just has shit good luck. That's just a person that has shit good luck.
Yeah.
And, it's going to happen. On the other hand, you're going to have a person who plays for years and years and years and never hits a darn thing, and he's all on the other side of the curve. So that's what happened. What's interesting about this, though, is when I looked at the image that she sent, I thought she made a mistake.
Right.
Because she was dealt 3 aces and a kicker, the 4, and she held the 4. And in most games, most kicker games, you don't hold the kicker. For instance, double bonus, you would not hold that 4.
You would just hold the 3 aces.
And I was about to come on here and say, well, she made a mistake, but I checked it on computer software. And sure enough, in triple bonus, which is what she was playing, that was the proper play.
Okay. And that's right. So she held the 3 aces and the kicker and got extremely lucky by getting that 4th ace.
And drew that ace. Yeah. So, that was... She had one shot at it, and she drew it, but she also made the correct play, so congratulations.
Yep, congratulations. That's a great hit. All right. Now, Anthony, a few weeks ago, CBS Morning News interviewed you about buffets. People have been looking for the story. Where is it?
Well, everybody keeps calling and asking or emailing and saying, look, I missed it. I didn't see it. Where's, I know they kept moving it around. Where's the link? There is no link because it still hasn't shown.
Okay.
That's the way it is with these morning shows. I've been on several of them, and if it's not time sensitive, which this one really isn't, it's going to get there eventually, but they keep pushing it and bumping it for other things. So it hasn't shown yet.
All right.
When it does, if anybody wants a heads up on when it will, check out our Vegas news at LasVegasAdvisor.com. As soon as we hear that it's going to be up, we will post the date that it's going to be. And then, sometime maybe in a future update, we'll post a link to it.
People want to know, what is this week's mask update?
Okay. Basically, the numbers continue to improve.
Okay.
There are 2 criteria that need to be met, 2 requirements that need to be met before they can remove the mask mandate. And the first one has been met. And that was recording a positivity rate of 8% or less 2 weeks in a row.
Okay.
Okay, so Vegas has now done that. The second requirement is back-to-back weeks with less than 50 new COVID cases. We're still getting more than 100. So we're a little ways away from that. So we're waiting on 2 weeks back to back with 50 or less. So that means for sure 2 more weeks of mask mandate at the least.
All right. And then one last thing was, is it true now that international flyers can come to Vegas?
That's as of November 1st.
As of November 1st, okay.
Basically what it is the restrictions are going to be lessened, so they don't have to jump through the hoops that they used to. So essentially, it's sort of taking the wraps off of international travel, which is going to be another positive step for the Vegas comeback.
Okay. So that's it for this week. We'll see you next week. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and sending us your feedback.